Welcome back, guys. And this is the position where my game crashed, and we're gonna start. We're gonna continue from step 4. Make an iron dagger. Iron daggers are easy to make. You need one style material, 2 iron ingots, and a steady hand with a hammer. When you have these things, find a blacksmithing station and craft an iron dagger. For better quality blades, use more ingots to make it, but for now, use 2 iron ingots. Admire your own dagger. Step 5. Take a moment to admire your work. It's not just an iron dagger. You pulled metal from the ground and forged it into a tool that can end lives. Respect what you made. Forge wives won't be impressed with your iron dagger, but what do they know? Sorry. You're a blacksmith if you do the work, not if you marry into it. Remember, iron daggers today, ebony great swords tomorrow. Appendix, advanced smithing. If you really want to show up the forge wives, you need to know more than just iron daggers. Improving weapons and armor. Use a temper to improve weapons and armor. You have smithed. I call them that because I can never find one when I need it. This always makes me lose my temper. Oh, this is funny. When you find one, bring it to the blacksmithing station with the item you want to improve. The more tempers you have, the greater the chance to improve the quality. But this is not a guarantee if you do it. If you do it wrong, you lose the tempers and the item. Deconstruction. If you're short on materials, you can deconstruct them from weapons or armor. You will destroy the item when you break it down, and you will only salvage part of it, what went into making it. But it's a quick way to get ingots. Researching trades. One way to annoy a forge wife is to buy her finest items. Take them apart and research the best traits of her weapons and armor. Then you can make copies of her best work and sell them for less. Do it all on her own blacksmithing station if you really want to make her angry. That's it. Nothing else. And we do have a small mystic here. The mystics are from mages guilds. Orc mystic.
How can I help you?
They don't have anything, they just have some soul gems.
Help out a poor soul. You've caught me at a very busy time.
Dock workers. This is a town square. Now you can break into someone's house. Let's explore the inn, then we go towards Bosek's place. So this is the town square. I assume there's a guard, I think. Yep. This is Bosek's palace. Bosek will be sacked very soon by King Faharajad, but okay. The town square, very nice place. Looks like a temple actually. Gondobaga, what a strange name. This Gugnir from before, we saved him as well from goblins or something. And this is the inn. I would like to explore the inn a little bit. Screaming mermaid. Let's talk to the innkeeper.
You look tired. The best beds in all of Port Hunding are right upstairs.
We have a grocer inside. And some note.
Yeah, what'll it be?
Can you tell me about provisioning?
Of course. We provisioners practice the arts of cooking and brewing. Good food requires the best ingredients. We gather fresh meat and produce from crates, barrels, and the like. If we're lucky, we'll also find recipes in chests, trunks, and desks.
So you get the ingredients and recipes. What then?
Once you've copied the recipe down and acquired the necessary ingredients, that's when the real fun begins. Cooking pots and rotisseries can be found all over. You need only find one, select a recipe, and then indulge in the simple joy of cooking.
What sort of food can I make?
Don't forget drink. Hearty meals will fill your belly, increasing your general well-being, both body and soul. Strong drink can stimulate the humors, allowing you to recover more quickly. If you're lucky, You might find a recipe that does both.
So this is how food also works in ESO. The drinks usually give recovery to stat bonuses like magic recovery, health recovery, or stamina recovery, and food usually give you max stats, usually. But there are certain foods which give you both, as he said. Yeah, nice. Let's read this note. Meat for soup. Ah, it's nothing. It's just lizard crusty, mud crab, tasty meat. Okay, if you eat lizard soup, you need a crusty meat or something like this. Rat, good for snacks, not soup. Goblin, nasty, don't eat. Okay. Alright. Explore a little bit more. Evessa.
Colleen's still hiding behind Lambeau, eh? If I catch her alone, I'll suck her eyeballs out.
Wise. Hostile.
Go away. We're drinking.
Oh, no, no. It's not how it was.
We're two.
She didn't want to stop reading. The king made her. You don't know nothing.
Do too, you drunk.
In the morning, I'll be sober, but you'll still be stupid.
Ha! You won't be sober in the morning.
Two drunkards talking. Grubby Grunion.
Mark's special brew is all gone, but the house stuff's not too bad.
Oh, Mark Special is the guy we saved again, who turned into a goblin, right? These two, yeah, I remember these two. So after you save them, or finish their quest, they come back to the inn. Say Rena.
Well, you're a notch above our usual clientele. Make yourself at home.
Oh, thank you. Chef.
Welcome. What will you have?
Kurog's betrayal. Interesting. You'll read. Dirty Delric.
Whatever it is, I didn't do it.
Some drink to forget. I drink to remember.
Borg Dorga. Kurog's betrayal. You've heard Grant claims Orsinium Reborn, the elf-loving Bratons, our friends, the traitor Redguards are allies. We are welcome, they claim. We are needed, they claim. All lies. Kurog the false sheep would tell you the Daggerfall Covenant is our future. Kurog the sellsword who abandoned his tribe, who shed blood for elves, and gold as his people languished and starved. This toothless runt would have us in chains, fighting for the Bratons and Redguards who slaughtered us. So, some perspective here. King Kurog is the king of Orsinia, who's very liberal, and he wanted to join hands with the Daggerfall Covenant, with the Bratons and Redguards, which other orc. So this is written by an orc who despises the Daggerfall Covenant, basically. To give you a bit more perspective into this. Have you forgotten our brothers and sisters at Orsinium? Have you forgotten who launched their crusade to crush the pig children? The same Bratons and Redguards who now pretend friendship sought to wipe us from the face of Tamriel. Now, with our fields salted and our homes burned, the cowards and liars offer to return the land they stole. Shall we make peace with our own enemies? Shall we thank them for returning what they stole from us through foul magic and treachery? Look past Kurok's silken words, look to his cowardly deeds, and to the ancestors who gave their lives to keep us free. The Daggerfall Covenant is a chain around our necks. They wish to make us their dogs, remind them that we are orcs. We will never bow before their so-called High King. It's High King Emmerich, by the way, of Wayrest. Down with Kurog the false chief. Down with Emmerich the enslaver. It's interesting that you find this book here, because people will not understand who Kurog is or who High King Emmerich is. People will not know. But, yeah. It is what it is. Let's go upstairs. These are balconies, I assume. There's someone dead here, Breton. A slit throat marks the end of this Breton's adventures in the exciting city of Port Hunting. The backpack next to the body has been emptied. Not really emptied, but it's very suspicious. Gurbalash.
Don't want any. Stop bothering me.
Alright. She has a lot of books to read, I guess.
Hello there.
Gwynlach. Okay. Oh, it's Trellin and Iriana from what we rescued Iriana before.
Thank you again. Our injuries will heal, but I'll never forgive those sea drakes.
Reminds me of Tristan and Isolde, like Gibril.
Sorry, enough troubles of my own right now. Can't deal with any of yours.
All right, mister. Anything else here on the top? There's a book here. The Onus of the Ogma. Okay. Ephaniel.
Enjoying Port Hunding? It's a fine place until you get your throat slit.
I think she's the assassin, right? Who killed this Breton outside? Strange. Right. The Honors of the Ogma. Is it the Ogma Infinium from Hermes Morales? The Honors of the Ogma by Phrastus of Elinir. Is a scholar, by the way, a mage scholar. Being a primer for the young student on a mortal's obligation to record his or her life story.
No.
Oh.
It's not how it was.
Where to?
Oh, it's
They didn't
this
wanna
NPC is
stop
talking again.
reading. Hara.
Being a primer for the young. I can't read because of the
You
NPCs.
don't know nothing.
Do too, you drunk.
In the morning, I'll be sober, but you'll still be stupid.
Ha! You won't be sober in the morning.
Okay, being a primer for the young student on a mortal's obligation to record his or her life story presented in the form of quotations from the classics. All time relics recognize the duty to memorialize the events of our lives, a duty placed upon us by the divines of the beginning of time. The most ancient reference we have to this journaling on us comes from the Aldemariad, the great origin saga of the elves, which quotes the god Xerxes, scribe to Oriel. As ye are true children of that Ada, those shalt honor us by honoring thy own lives. For in each of you is housed the divine spark, and thus the record of thy actions is a sacred duty. Keep therefore each and every one of you an Ogma, an ever-scriven scroll which shall memorialize thy brief lives. Thus in at least this way shall thy spark be immortal. In the late Meroitic, the Nord culture hero, Isgramor, developed a runic alphabet based on Elvish principles, which enabled the written transcription of Atmoran speech. Isgramor's first work in this new form of writing was a chronicle of his own life and its events, making Isgramor the first human historian. Here's a quotation from the great hero himself as recorded in Songs of the Return, Volume 1. Then, though I did feel a great ire against the perfidious elves, and desire nothing to do more than to hie me and hence to Ylkorfik, oh, it's hard to read, and take ship back to Tamriel, where I could try the edge of Uthrad against all too many necks. Yet I had beheld during my captivity that the wily elves possessed much learning and knowledge, though they put it to ends both vile and dishonorable, and I bethought me to defeat the elves and scour them from the land. It would be well if men also did wield such wisdoms. Therefore I strung a long launcher with the woeful bowstring, and sought the marshes of the east, where dwelt Faldrosta, the great snow goose, and I slew her with a hawk-fletched dart and plucked off her a great quill, which I used to write down my speech as I had seen the elves do, and I vowed that henceforth all men would record their ideas and thoughts, just as Shore carved a record of his victory over Sneg into the side of the shivering glacier. And in this way would the best ways of killing elves be preserved. I don't know who Sneg is, by the way, but this book is mainly for people who are acquainted with the Elder Scrolls lore, like the annotated Anuad, the origin story of Elder Scrolls, things like that, how the Tada came to being, people who know about the lore of Isgramor, Skyrim, and the Snow Elves, things like that. This obligation was ratified again in the time of Saint Alicia and the founding of the Empire of Cyrodiil. The demigod Morihaus, the first breath of man, himself kept a chronicle that has come down to us, the Adabala. One of its first precepts is on the recording of all that haps. Then Morihaus snorted and spoke fiercely against the non-scriptionists, saying, "Are then the deeds of the Paravan to be forgotten by the man of Hensior? Are the crimes of the Saliace to be erased, so that the 7 pretexts for the mayhem shall seem all unjustified? Nay, by Akatosh, nay, by the Dragon of Duration, who gave us time so that events could unfold in their sequence, and thus be recalled as they happened. Never shall your ilk prevent our people from recording their tales, as did the overweening Saliach, I don't know how to pronounce this, Saliash, in the late Torment epoch. And he did smite their heads and from their shoulders, and their gore fell as words on the stories, recording their several demises. So students, do not groan and complain of the burden, carping and caviling when your parents and teachers ask if you have written today in your journal, because to do so is a right for which your ancestors played in blood." Yeah, so it's very confusing for people who don't understand, and even the later texts on this book were confusing for me a little bit, because it's very abstract Nordic lore, I believe. But we explored the inn, there's not much to see. We did all the quests outside as well.
How can I help you, friend?
It's Lighthouse, I think.
Did you come with my tonic water?
No. No, this is way to my house. This is my house. Okay. I think we explored Port Hunding mostly. Now we just need to go to the striking locale. This place, I don't know what it's called because there's no name to it, and there's only the guards patrolling this area, and Shazrag is here.
Just keeping my fingers warm, friend. I'll be playing in the tavern later tonight.
Alright. This is Bosek's place, by the way.
Hoping to see Bosek? So am I, for 3 days now.
Hidaba.
Gods have abandoned Stros Makai. All live only at the whim of Headman Bosek.
Fancy a tune while you scrub?
There he is.
Step back and wait your turn.
He's not going to talk, but yeah. We already did the quest there, so... And he has no idea that King Farajat is coming after him. Bosek. Because we stole it, right? So, stole the logs. Okay, let's explore the striking locale and then we finish. Rash merchant's plummet. Oh, there's some merchant who died here. I don't see any merchant here. Range. Anyways, I think this... Ah, master chest. Yeah, this must be it for this island. We finished it. There's nothing much. Nothing much left for this. Ooh, a lot of juicy stuff. Okay. So see you guys around. We are supposed to go to Betnik next, so see you guys around in Betnik. I hope this lore series was enjoyable to watch, and yep, cheers.